Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Now, last week we talked about Jesus and his ability to heal, and we are going to be talking about healing again this week. So let's see who Jesus is healing in this week's lesson. So our Bible lesson comes from the Gospel of Mark this week. And I am reading from our Spark Story Bible if you would like to follow along, and I'm on page 256. The name of our lesson is Jesus Heals. Jesus enjoyed teaching and healing. People everywhere heard that Jesus was a healer. They brought their sick family and friends to Jesus so he could heal them. When Jesus was near sick people, he could have gotten sick too. But Jesus didn't get sick. Instead, Jesus healed the people. He went out of his way to help. Early one morning, Jesus went to his friend Simon Peter's house. Simon Peter was very upset. "Jesus, my wife's mother has a terrible fever. I know you have healed people in many places. Would you please heal her too?" Jesus could feel how sad his friend was. He knelt down next to the woman, held her hand, and healed her. Jesus and his friends kept going from town to town, healing others and teaching people about God's love. So in this week's lesson, Jesus heals the mother-in-law of Simon Peter. And he didn't just stop there. He continued on, he continued to travel, and he continued to teach, and he continued to heal. So Jesus had that way about him. He had a way of making others feel good. He had a way of making them feel better. So I want you to think about someone in your life that makes you feel good. Now, not necessarily when you're sick, but someone who knows the right thing to say or the right thing to do when you're maybe upset or you're angry or you're frustrated. And maybe they don't say or do anything spectacular. Maybe it's just that they give you a hug. They just always seem to know what you need, and they have a gift for making you feel better. So I want you to think of that person. And we are going to watch this week's video. And in the video, Ada is that person to many people. So her friends turn to her because she always seems to know just what they need. Stay tuned.
First, Ada, I was afraid of taking baths because I don't know where that water has been. And then, what about piranhas or sharks? So I decided to hide in this coat because there's no water, as far as I know. What do you think, Ada? Ada?
I don't think my name is Ada. Good day.
Monty, wait! Where's Ada?
I heard she's homesick with gerbil flu.
She's sick? Oh no! Who's going to convince me to believe in myself and overcome my fears?
I will go find help.
Here we go, everyone. The maiden voyage of my homemade hot air balloon. If anyone would like to point out what a bad idea this is, now is the time.
Hi, Otto. You seem taller than normal.
Well, I was reading about the golden age of hot air balloons, and one thing led to another, and suddenly I'm on the roof with a poorly built hot air balloon.
Okay.
By now, Ada would have pointed out that this was really dangerous, but she's sick with gerbil flu, so...
Victor?
Oh, Montgomery. Observe. Jax is about to come out the front door, and then I'm going to dump a bucket of tapioca pudding all over him.
Huh?
Blast! Why didn't it work?
Hey, Victor! Didn't you basically do the same mean trick to Jax a month ago?
Oh, no. You're right! No wonder it didn't work! Oh, this is all Ada's fault.
What?
Yes, she's always trying to foil my plot, so I have to stay one step ahead of her. Without Ada, there's nothing pushing me to invent new trouble. I'm becoming... predictable. What are we gonna do? We can't go on like this!
Seriously, it's only a matter of time before I break a bone or something.
Wait! I have an idea.
Really?
Yes.
Things aren't the same when you're gone. Feel better immediately.
Ada! This is one of those cards where you can record your voice. Everyone misses you. Just listen.
Ada? Ada, should I come out of this coat or not? I need your advice.
Ada, I'm gonna wait till you get better before I try my hot air balloon. Because deep down, I think it might be a bad idea.
Ada, come back. There's no balance to my tricks without you.
It's me again, Monty. We hope you feel better and are not a gerbil for much longer. Okay, bye-bye. How do you turn it? Oh, Ada!
I love it.
One of those cards where you can record your voice.
So I bet you Ada felt pretty terrific. And I wonder if she knew how much she was loved and appreciated by her friends. So that made me think that maybe we could make something for that person that you thought of earlier, that person that makes you feel good. Maybe we can make them a little something. So this week our craft is Little Love Monsters. So let's get started. So you are going to need the following supplies for your craft. I have a little cup here. Now a little bathroom cup would work just fine. You're not actually going to see it. This is going to be the base for your monster. Eyes. If you have eyes, great. If you don't, no big deal. Just draw eyes on a piece of paper and cut them out, and that'll work just fine. Pipe cleaners, yarn, scissors, glue, and you're going to need either a little piece of cardboard, but I am going to use this box of crayons because this seems about the right size. So if you have something that's about this size, maybe a deck of cards, the little box, use that. First step. So the first step is we are going to wrap the yarn around our box, and we're going to do it around the length of the box, long ways. So you're going to wrap around this, and you're going to wrap around quite a few times. And when I say quite a few, I mean like 150 times. But it goes pretty fast because you're just wrapping. So I took my yarn and I slipped it through underneath all of the yarn on one side. And I'm going to tie a knot. All right, so it looks like this. And then on the other side, not the side that you've tied up, but the other side, we are going to cut all of the yarn right down the middle, just like this. And we are going to glue this down onto our little cup. So our cup is flipped over, so the opening's on the bottom, and we're going to put some glue right here, and we're going to glue down our yarn. So our next step is we are going to add our antennas to our monster. So this is what you're going to use the pipe cleaner for. Now, you can make any design with your antennas. I think I'm going to curl mine up because I think that will be cute. And we're going to glue that onto the top of our monster. Now, for our monster, I'm going to add a little bit of hair on top, some extra hair. And I'm going to do it in a different color, but you do not have to do it like that. You could do whatever way you like. You could use the same color, a different color, or you could skip this part if you'd like. So instead of wrapping my purple yarn around the length of it, I'm going to wrap it around the shorter side of it now. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm just going to wrap it around, same steps. Okay, so same as before. It's going to look like that. And let's take a piece of yarn and slip it through the bottom like we did before. Make sure that you get all the yarn pieces wrapped up. Then we're going to tie a knot. So it looks like this. We have our little knot in the front, and then in the back we're going to cut right across the center. That looks better. And we're going to put that right on top. I'm actually going to cover the glue and where the antenna connects to the top of the monster's head. So let me just put another little. Now the final step is to add eyes. I decided to give my monster 3 eyes because why not? You could do it any way that you like. I gave my monster 1 big eye in the middle, and then I put 2 eyes on his antenna. So if you do this craft, I would love to see it. So please share it. How about we put our hands together and bow our heads, and let's say our closing prayer. Dear God, please be with all the people everywhere who need your healing touch. Thank you for healing us, and thank you for those people in our lives that bring us love and peace and just make us feel good. Amen. Now you continue being kind and awesome, and I will see you next time. Enjoy your Sunday. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.